This is Boeing's highly secured Hangar 825 at Cecil Airport. A small contingent of engineers are turning retired fighter jets into flying targets.
This is absolutely the coolest job I've ever had.
Air Force veteran Kyle Bryant heads a team transforming these 80s model F-16s into QF-16 unmanned training drones.
It's a single-seater aircraft, but we basically make it think that it's a dual-seat aircraft.
The hunters of the sky now becoming the hunted.
And this is only happening in Cecil Airport.
Only happening in Cecil Airport with the QF-16.
Boeing spokesman Tim Bartlett gave Action News exclusive access. The equipment in this facility is so sensitive, we had to keep our distance from the jets. So far, the Air Force has taken 9 F-16s out of mothballs from a storage boneyard in Arizona. They're flown here to begin the 5-month conversion process.
They're preserved so that, if service calls again, they can be brought back into service, which is what we're doing here.
Think of the QF-16 as a giant remote-controlled plane. The pilot safely controls it from the ground as it's targeted by American fighter pilots training at bases in Florida and New Mexico. And yes, the pilots eventually shoot the QF-16s out of the sky. For real.
Just takes that training to a reality level that's a notch above.
The project started earlier this year to replace converted Vietnam-era F-4 Phantom drones. First, crews stripped the fighters down.
Every 14 days or so, we pulse the line to the next step and everything moves one step forward.
Eventually, the jets are brought down this line to the final stage, where Bryant's crew put them through their final tests. Now, the engines are reattached, the automated flight system is installed, and the tail is painted orange, signifying the jet is now a drone and ready for its final mission. So far, the Air Force has ordered 67 QF-16s, repurposed warplanes that will soon be given a warrior's death.
It's nice to see that they're going to have a fitting death instead of rotting away in the desert somewhere.
Reporting from Cecil Airport, Cole Heath, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
What you working on?
Inside Reynolds Lane Elementary School.
What's happening here?
Is a different type of summer school.
Those look great.
Art teacher Michelle Farr's class is learning about the ocean through art.
You're doing air bubbles. That's great. We talked about oxygen in the water. The arts programs offer a lot of opportunities for students to have enriching experiences.
These experiences are part of a growing program across the Duval County public school system, putting art teachers and music programs in every school.
Good job.
Instructors for students like 7-year-old Christian.
It helped me learn and stuff.
I think we've been transformational regarding the expansion of the arts in Duval County Public Schools.
Duval School Superintendent Dr. Nikolai Vitti started this program 3 years ago when he took the job. The numbers paint a picture of success. More than 70% of all students in the district enrolled in arts classes last school year. Tops in the state among Florida's Big 7 school districts.
Makes me smile, and most times people don't see me smile often.
Dr. Vitti calls the classes an outlet and says it's creating more than just art pieces for Duval's older students.
What we are seeing is a reduction of suspensions, reduction of the most violent offenses in our middle school. This past year, we saw improvement in reading and math at the middle school level.
I like all the different shapes that he's using.
Music and art, helping Duval's students paint a brighter future. Cole Heath, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
My name is Tracy Chabot. I am the founder of Jax Beach Brothers Keeper. I don't think there's anything better than giving someone something when they can do nothing for you. So how it all started, I was homeless. May I have 25 sausage biscuits, please?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, brother, you had breakfast yet? Hey, brother, you had breakfast yet? Hey, y'all had breakfast yet? Breakfast. How many?
Hey, Rodney. Come over here, don't be scared. pray to God for this. You know what I mean? I really do.
And did you have any idea some guy was going to drive by with food?
No, I sure didn't. You know what I mean? I really didn't, and we really appreciate it.
A little gesture like this can go a long way.
And it does. I mean, it really does. In my heart, in my son's heart, and my wife's heart, I know it does.
Tracy's story began here in the parking lot of the Jacksonville Beach Pier, where he lived in his car. Now he's working in his truck. And it was on this beach back in September where I first met Tracy as Hurricane Irma was heading towards our area. He's actually going down the beach looking for homeless people that may have been left behind. So far, they have not found anyone. Even though Hurricane Irma left the beaches, Tracy Jabot hasn't. He's still driving around on his love patrols, helping familiar faces.
You hungry?
And new people like Cy Buckley, needing a helping hand.
I feel blessed. I feel like I get more out of it than they get out of it.
Reporting at Jax Beach, Cole Heath, CBS 47 Action News Jax. Jacksonville International Airport. More than 5.2 million passengers came through last year alone.
Where are you flying today?
Dallas.
Getting to where you want to go takes time.
At least 4 hours.
But what if you could slash that travel time? Even cut those long international flights in half. Just 30 miles away from JIA, Cecil Airport is preparing for the next frontier, space.
Cecil Airport will accommodate spaceport operations.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Senior Manager of Spaceport Development Todd Lindler showed us around this future space hub. It's the first FAA commercial horizontal launch spaceport on the East Coast. This license is proudly displayed on a wall there. Horizontal launch means the spacecraft takes off and lands on a runway, instead of the vertical space launch we're used to seeing here in Florida.
And liftoff.
Each spacecraft looks more like a G3 jet with a rocket booster. This is what it looks like. A Generation Orbit rocket screaming off the runway during a test flight at Cecil last summer. That speed means you'll travel a tad faster and higher than you would in a typical jumbo jet.
300,000 feet, 5 times the speed of sound.
This is it, runway 18 left, already designated as a spaceport runway. And just think of it, someday, spacecraft landing right overhead.
The impact at this point in time, I don't think you can measure. Going forward in the future, as the industry continues to evolve, I think that those definitions will become quite clearer.
And you guessed it, no Priceline deals here.
Anywhere between $160,000 to $200,000 per person.
Wow. While there's no launch date yet for Cecil Spaceport, plans are a go. A new spacecraft tarmac is going in right here near runway 18L this summer. Imagine getting to places like England and Australia in just a few hours from our own backyard, or better yet, our own spaceport. Someday, spacecraft on the same tarmac.
Yes.
Welcome to the future.
Welcome to the future.
Reporting from Cecil Spaceport, Cole Heath, CBS 47 Action News Jax.